civil war and conflict in several regions. Yet, Africa, despite all these challenges, has come a long way in terms of economic development, more so in the past 2 decades. Several African countries are on a high growth trajectory, as the speakers had mentioned. One of the 10 fastest growing economies, at least 5 of them are in Africa, which Amaram had mentioned earlier. Africa is thus poised to be the next theater of global growth. As the saying goes, it is Afri time now. Africa, clearly endowed with its rich natural resources, is ready to take advantage of its young population and its demographic dividend of human capital. Again, human capital was mentioned earlier by one of the speakers, so I think it's a very important point, a plus point for Africa. A large consumer market comprising of about 1.7 billion population in the 55 countries provides a great scope for consumer and economic and business spending, as well as a fertile ground for attracting huge inward remittances and investments. Now, coming to Agenda 2063, which was adopted at the AU Summit in 2015, this actually sets the tone for Africa's march into the future. It seeks to achieve a more prosperous Africa, more vibrant Africa that will be for the future. So an inclusive growth, a sustainable development, embracing Pan-Africanism, something which the Africans have been asking for. Many experts would agree that the Vision 2063 is a viable template for African states to work on developmental plans for the continent's growing youth population. Again, the youth hold the key to Africa's development, I would like to say again. Agenda 2063 targets the scaling up of intra-regional trade by up to 50% by 2050 from the current low of 18%. Now, coming to the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, the future of African countries lies in greater and more effective integration, especially in the domain of economy and trade. A Pan-African economic space provides a much needed leverage for supporting negotiations and economic protection in the international fora. Again, this will empower African nations in the UN and other international forums. Several regional groups and multilateral institutions like the African Union or the African Development Bank have focused on financial, banking, customs, or other developmental priorities, which are part of the efforts in this regard. The African Continental Free Trade Agreement has the potential to be a turning point. And as one of my friends, Anil Trigunayat, had mentioned in one of his articles, a game changer for trade within Africa.